An online grassroots movement that came to be called the Great Awakening.
The QAnon conspiracy theory was born on the dark fringes of the internet nearly 3 years ago. Followers believe that the anonymous Q is someone with high government clearance. The movement began with the unfounded claims that satanic worshipping politicians and celebrities work in tandem with global governments to abuse children, and that a so-called deep state wants to destroy President Donald Trump.
I am 100% behind Q. He's working for the president, he's working for our country.
The rallying call of "We Are Q" was then heard at Trump rallies, and even the president himself seemed to embrace a movement the FBI has called a potential domestic terror threat.
These are people that don't like seeing what's going on in places like Portland and places like Chicago and New York and other cities and states. And I've heard these are people that love our country.
Believers are now running, and in Marjorie Taylor Greene's case, winning elections. Greene, who President Donald Trump calls a future Republican star, beat a conservative neurosurgeon in Georgia and will likely head to Congress.
And let me tell you something. Ilhan Omar's Antifa buddies in Minneapolis and the Black Lives Matter movement, we are not going to allow them to tear our country down, burn our cities, riot and loot. We won't have that here in Northwest Georgia.
According to Media Matters, more than 60 former and current congressional candidates have promoted or embraced QAnon. But political experts say in reality, the movement remains on the fringe.
It hasn't gotten bigger yet, but it could. But with that said, I think people are more resistant to these sorts of ideas than sometimes we give them credit for. And at the same time, conspiracy theories are just a part of the human experience, and this is really nothing new.
I'm Lauren Boebert.
Those candidates that did well while embracing bizarre conspiracy theories have since distanced themselves. In some cases, the Republican Party has subtly aligned themselves with the QAnon movement, and the president has retweeted QAnon followers at least 200 times. They're even gaining followers outside the US. It's said that we live in a post-truth era, but QAnon has serious consequences. Followers have been accused of attempted kidnapping, murder, and other criminal activities. It may have started as a fringe cult-like belief system, but following the president's comments and several victories in elections, they may feel more emboldened than ever. Andy Gallacher, Jazeera, Miami, Florida.